Yo, what up, friends?
We got Turki Alalshikh and it was Nick Khan and Dana White. They signed a big boxing contract. You know what they're gonna do, I'm not too sure, but they're probably gonna, like Ariel Helwani reported, that they're probably gonna change the whole was a ceiling or scenery of boxing as we know it right now. So you know, I there's lots of possibilities they can do, from freak fights to actual making tournaments, and the tournaments being for a lot of money. So you can say F the belt. I want to go in this tournament, because Turki Alalshikh holds a lot of the boxing cards. You know, he has every promotion besides Top Rank, which will probably be going there shortly since they're leaving ESPN. He doesn't have PBC yet, but he Al Heyman lets his fighters fight over there. He gives them permission now so they can make money. So you know, if you're an upcoming fighter, if you're a champion, each belt takes a piece of that pie of your salad, of your purse. So if you're a champion, Turki Alalshikh says, "Hey, let's put on this $5 million tournament with 6 fighters. Why would I want to go fight for WBC? I just fight in this tournament and get that $5 million and get whatever belt they make." You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of possibilities they could do with this. What if there's an MMA guy who thinks he's the baddest man on the planet and wants to fight a boxer? That's all within the same company. You know, that you don't have to pay UFC like they had to do for McGregor to fight Mayweather. They had to pay UFC $50 million, and then McGregor got his money too. So there's a lot of possibilities they can do with this. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? As long as I see good fights, that's all I'm worried about. I'm a boxing, I'm a MMA, I'm a combat sports fan. I just want to see good fights. I'm tired of the era of, I don't want to fight this guy because he's across the street, he's another promotion, or I'm going to duck this guy because I don't like the way he fights. No, you can't do that in the UFC. It's single source. Okay, if you don't fight, we'll take the belt. If you don't want to fight someone above you in the rankings, then you'll just stay stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it should be. You know, that's come from a fan's point of view. I know fighters might have a different point of view, but if the money's right, make it happen. You didn't get in the boxing world to negotiate. You get in the boxing world to fight and make money. So that's what these people need to start doing.
I mean, that's true statement. We say this all the time on this program, and we've been saying it for years, the same thing, that that's all boxing fans have ever wanted. It's just the best fighting the best, and it used to be that way back in the 70s and the 80s, and then they got away from it. Everybody wants to hold their own. Everybody wants to keep their money, all this good stuff, their pay-per-view gates. Get it. We get it. That's perfectly fine. But what needs to be taken into account is that you can never truly be the greatest, as Canelo has shown, when you don't fight the greatest, because then it starts to knock at your legacy. So let me say some other things on this that did kind of come out with the announcement. Because it will be all under, as Clubber D just said, all under the TKO banner with UFC, WWE, and then now this boxing promotion. They are going to be interchangeably using facilities. So like the boxers will have access to all of the UFC gyms all over the world and stuff like that. And so they'll be able to do that, which, like you said, will make it easier for cross stars to cross over and fight in the other promotions if they should desire.
Okay, that makes sense. That's not bad. I mean, I wonder if that's going to spark any issues of, say, a fighter from rival camps there, and, you know, they get scrapping or something like that. That'd be, you know, and just think of just the little things they can do. Like I know WWE is doing a lot of new shows of up and coming wrestlers and things of that nature. Shout out to Francis, who's a producer of one of those shows. They could do that with boxing and MMA, like brand new, similar to the Ultimate Fighter, but just people just brand new that are just hopping into the MMA world and following their progression from a novice to an actual fighter. There's a lot of different things they can do with this and make money off of all of us. So I'm eager to see how it goes. If they need anybody for advice or anybody that's dusty, contact me. You know, I have some ideas.
There you go. Be lucky or be dusty, as we say on this program.
I'm actually dusty.
So you did mention, and this was one of the other things that was brought up within this agreement, is that Dana White wants to bring his ranking system to this boxing promotion. So you do have 1 versus 2 for the title every, you know, well, boxing obviously is a lot longer than UFC. You need probably 6 months, 3 to 6 months to fight, versus sometimes UFC fighters can turn it around in a week or 2.
I mean, boxers can do, but boxers don't do that. Young boxers fight, like Mayweather fought like 5 times a year, 4 or 5 times a year. When you're coming up, they want you to stay active. That's the issue with PBC type fighters. They're not active enough, and backfires on them sometimes. So it's good for a boxer to fight at least. I mean, back in the day, they were fighting at least 3 times a year. You know, Canelo does it twice, but that's Canelo. He can do that. But
right,
you know, it's good.
So the a regular boxer coming up, you would say, needs to fight 3 to 4 times a year.
Yeah, at least, maybe more. I mean, depending on how much damage he takes. Like Abdullah Mason, he fought Norfolk. He fought Keyshawn again. This recent card. Then he's fighting again. I think next month in April. You know, that's 3 times in what 4 or 5 months or so. So you got to stay busy. You got to stay busy.
Right. And also, so what do you think about that, though? What do you think about the UFC rankings being used in boxing? How do you feel about that?
They need it. It's no nonsense, you know. Because the thing with boxing, I could be ranked number 2 in the WBC, but I'm number 6 in the WBO. You know what I'm saying? Each belt has their own separate rankings.
Exactly.
Everybody is the same across the board. So if you have
it screws people when we get the undisputed and then they get stripped of one of the stupid belts.
Yep. Or because I could be the mandatory, and if you're Canelo, or you're David Benavidez, Dave Morrell, your ass gotta wait, and I'll just fight some other people, or I'll fight Charlie moving up 2 weight classes instead of fighting my mandatories. You know, it's all about remember the belts get a piece of the pie. So if that purse is gonna be higher if you find someone else, then that person might take hush money or step aside money. The fight can happen. Kind of like why David Du Bois is the IBF champion in heavyweight, because he had beat who did he beat? I jumped because my dog scared the shit out of me just now. But, I was like, what the hell is he doing?
That's down there, action.
Yeah, so David Du Bois, he had when he I think he beat was it Horwick, Philip, whoever that dude he beat, he became the champion. So that's why Usyk isn't undisputed anymore. So it's one of those things.
Right.
My dog really scared the shit out of me. I thought, what the hell is he doing?
Action, sit your butt down.
You.
I ain't gonna call your government on live TV, but you know who I'm talking to. So anyways, okay, cool. Well, awesome. Thank you for that information there. Let's move it in. We are about to go into UFC. I know some of y'all are tuning in for our opinion on the cards. We are going to get all of Clubber D's club bangers in just a second. Please make sure you subscribe to Ball and Buds. There's a handy QR code up top. Go ahead and scan that. That'll take you to our link tree. You can find our YouTube where you can subscribe. You can find our Instagram where you can follow. You can find Clubber D's TikTok. You can find all the other links there as well. So please go ahead and hit that up, and as well, make sure you hit that like button for us.
See, we got the $150 subscribers. I was like, okay, look at this. Look at the people that subscribe. I see, you know what? Well, 2 or 3 of you people are listening out there. I appreciate that. Okay, when we was doing this, wasn't nobody listening. Now we got 2 or 3 people. That's fine. Now we need about 5 or 6. That's fine. Now we get 7 or 8. That's we keep on rolling. Okay, keep on rolling. And tell your mom to put that distilled water away when your dad comes home, because if that distilled water's out, then they'll know I've been there. Okay.
Make sure she slips that in the dresser drawer so Daddy don't see it when he gets home.
When I put it on her, I got that dual hose CPAP machine. So I got a hose. She got a. We both got masks. Same tube. You know what I'm saying? That's how. I put her to sleep. That's what I do. So don't get mad. There's one tube. There's one big tube. Just go whoop like that. You got 2 masks. But what's the rock a mask? I'm just saying.
So, you know what? Before we move into UFC, it's funny that we just mentioned what we talked about earlier, because I was just looking on X, and Ring Magazine reports that WBC President Mauricio Suleiman has said that the WBC Boricua will have officially ordered Dimitri Bivol to defend his undisputed light heavyweight world title against David Benavidez next.
Yeah, we dabbled on that with Skywalker them when they were on. Shout out to Skywalker, salute, man. He just said salute to us. Yeah, we was talking about that.
That's one of those things though that you were just talking about, where now the undisputed is no more undisputed, right?
Well, they'll get step aside money. I think they're gonna do a part 3. I don't see Benavidez jumping up. I don't. Turkey might say, "Here, take this and move aside." If I was Benavidez, to be honest with you, I'd be like, Suleiman, where you been the last 4 years? You knew I've been. Where have you been the last 4 years when I've been trying to fight Canelo? Now you want to finally order this. Where you been? So that's just me. But
hey, look, you might be Boricua, but we gonna call you out on this program when things need to be done.
That's mad corrupt.
That's
Yeah, the
mad
WBC is
hypocritical.
based out of Puerto Rico. All the chairman, all that, they're all down in Puerto Rico.
Oh, that's right. That's where the headquarters is. You're right about that.
Yep.
Good job.
Subscribe on YouTube at Ball and Buds for sports and entertainment live streams and videos. Boom.